Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmuhu. A Brahmo devotee: you have spoken very beautifully, sir. Beautiful words indeed, Master. Oh, this is just idle talk. But do you know my inner feelings? I am the machine and God is the operator. I am the house and He is the indweller. I am the engine and He is the engineer. I am the chariot and He is charioteer. I move as He moves me. I do as He makes me do. The Brahmo devotees was asking questions, and clear understanding Sri Ramakrishna is giving. It is like Rama's arrow, which doesn't miss the target and goes and hits and becomes one with the object which he has hit. The Upanishads tell about how the Onkara is uttered. As if you are a bow, you have the bow, arrow, aim, and how you live. You, as if you yourself is an arrow, and the mantra is bow. And once you target and live, how that arrow goes and becomes one with the object. Suppose the target is an animal or a tree. How it enters into a tree and becomes one with the tree, it will be very difficult to take it out. Like that, Onkara as the mantra, as the bow, and you are the arrow, and it is pulled by the will of mind and intellect, whole being, as if his being going along with the Om utterance. You are going and reaching the target. It becomes Eki Bhavati, and that means that it is going to become one with the object to which it is shot down. Like that, here what Sri Ramakrishna tells, most of the people who hear it individually, it enters into the heart and becomes one with it. And they wonder, oh, what I am seeking, I am getting here. And Master is telling, no, I am not speaking. It's just a matter of idle talk. But actually something else. It's words only flowing out. But all the knowledge is coming from within. Somebody is feeding you through my words and mouth. It is the Lord who is, He makes me, He wants to give you. Means He is showing how to dissolve our ego wherever it tries to come and manifest. I have done, I have enjoyed, I have seen all this I to dissolve. When ego steps out, then the inner spirit occupies the place. Ego has to go for inner awakening of the spirit. Brahmo devotee, you have spoken very beautifully, Master. Oh, just it is an idle talk. As he makes me talk, so I talk. As he makes me live, so I live. Presently, Trailokya began to sing to the accompaniment of drums and cymbals. Sri Ramakrishna danced, intoxicated with divine love. Many times he went into samadhi. He stood still, his eyes fixed, his face beaming, with one hand on the shoulder of a beloved disciple. Coming down a little from that state of ecstasy, he danced again like a mad elephant, regaining consciousness of the outer world. He improvised lines to the music. O Mother, dance about thy devotees. Dance thyself and make them dance as well. O Mother, dance in the lotus of my heart. Dance, O thou, the ever blessed Brahman. Dance in all thy world bewitching beauty. Sri Ramakrishna is in ecstatic state. He himself is enjoying the bliss of spiritual world, not the material world, not that appears and disappears, but constantly flows from within and circulates itself in a when we see some mad people speaking same thing again. And some people who have been deeply affected, the whole being churned because of some incidents, how their mind will be working. It is called thought loop. Again, the same thing will be coming. It's a loop. It never ends. Again, the same thoughts come. Again, the same thoughts come. And that how to break that loop and give them peace. This is because of the worldly attachments, unfulfilled desires driving him. Anger, this, that, you can see. The loop continues. Thought loop it is called. And here you see divine awareness, the loop of ecstasy. It's going on and on around the Divine Mother in various ways. And what he has experienced, that bliss transcendental, peace transcendental, love transcendental, he wants others also to experience that. And he is speaking to Divine Mother, you dance and make others also dance. An indescribable scene. The exquisite and celestial dance of a child completely filled with ecstatic love of God and identified heart and soul with the Divine Mother is not there. The personality has dissolved, the individuality has dissolved, the identity has dissolved. He is being filled with Divine Mother, and except Divine Mother, nothing is there in that body. Outside, everywhere he is seeing Divine Mother, within and without. Divine Mother is there, and he is in ecstasy. And how that dance could be when I am not there and I am dancing, how could it be? The Brahmo devotee danced around the master again and again, attracted like iron to a magnet. How a magnet attracts, like that all devotees started dancing around him. In ecstatic voices, they chanted the name of Brahman. Again, they chanted the name of Divine Mother. Many of them wept. Among the devotees, many of them wept like children, crying, Mother, Mother. It is arousing the atmosphere to a higher level of consciousness. It's called apurva. The situation that is created by one person who is in ecstatic state to make the other's mind tune to it and raise to that level as much as possible, as much as their soul releases themselves. Suppose Sri Ramakrishna is touching the sky, their heart at least goes up by at least a few meters above their existence, like they are beyond the bodily identity. If not, they may not be able to see the Divine Mother, but they are out of themselves to that extent. Now, whole thing is dancing in ecstasy, unaware of themselves. And some of them wept like children, crying, Mother, Mother. When the music was over, the devotees and the master sat down. Although it was about 8 o'clock, the evening worship of the Brahmo Samaj had not yet begun. In the joy of this divine music, they had forgotten all about their formal worship. Vijay, who was to conduct the evening service, sat facing Master. His mother-in-law and other Brahmo ladies wanted to see Sri Ramakrishna. So the Master went to meet them in another room. In those days, women used not to freely come out. The visitors used to go to see them separately. Even nowadays also in northern India, if you go to village places and all, we meet only men. Hours after hours we'll be discussing, talking and all that. Women will be sending outside the children to call the Swamiji inside, Swamiji inside. And after a long time, when one by one start going away, then they will release me to go enter into the inner apartment and meet all the women there. Same time, Master came back and said to Vijay, what devotion to God your mother-in-law has. About the worldly life, she said to me, oh, you need not tell me about the world. No sooner does one wave disappear than the other rise up. But I said, what is that to you? You have knowledge. She replied, where is my knowledge? I have not yet been able to go beyond Vidyamaya and Avidyamaya. It won't help me much to go beyond the illusion of ignorance. I shall have to transcend the illusion of knowledge as well. Only then I shall have true knowledge of God. I am quoting your own words. To go beyond knowledge and ignorance, jnana and ajnana. This has that reference to Sri Ramakrishna says, uh, when Arjuna goes and talks to Bhishma, then Arjuna asks Krishna, look at him, the last moments of death, he is shedding tears. Such a brave and courageous person, invincible power on the earth, should he weep at the time of death? Krishna says, ask him, why is he weeping? Then he says, you see, I'm not weeping because I'm to lose something or anything, but I'm weeping because with Lord being with Pandavas, the suffering never ends. Their suffering never ended. So I'm wondering at this and weeping. God being their friend and companion, still they are suffering. Oh, that wonder. So then the jnana and ajnana, that is why they say he has jnana, and that is the tears are of, oh, I could not understand the play of divine God. So it is go beyond jnana and ajnana, darkness and light. Light removes darkness, but to go beyond light and darkness is another thing. So go beyond good and bad. To get rid of bad, we cultivate good. And one day we have to go beyond good also, where divine exists. Beyond jnana and ajnana, the reality exists, the unchanging eternal reality. From that, both good and bad manifests. So beyond knowledge and ignorance, she is quoting that. While they were talking, Benny Paul, their host, entered the room. Benny to Vijay, sir, please get up. It is already late. Please begin the worship. Vijay, what further need is there of worship? How they feel, you see. I find that according to your arrangement, the rice pudding is served first, and then soup and other dishes. Master, with a smile, the devotees provide offering according to their temperaments. The sattvic devotee offers the deity simple rice pudding, and the rajasic devotee 50 different dishes, and the tamasic devotees slaughters goat and other animals too. Master, Vijay began to hesitate about about going to the platform to conduct the worship. He said to the master, I shall conduct the worship from the platform only if you give me your blessings. Because the King of Kings is there, who is bringing the heaven to earth and is going on, sitting on the platform and talking there. He said, if you bless me, I will go and speak. Vijay began to Master. Vijay is asking for blessing. Master is replying, Master, it will be all right if you don't feel any egotism. If you don't have the vain feeling, I am giving lecture. Listen to me. What begets egotism? Knowledge or ignorance? It is only the humble man who attains knowledge. In a low place, rainwater collects. It runs down from a mound. Knowledge gets accumulated where there is extreme humility and love. A man achieves neither knowledge nor liberation as long as he has egotism. Most important, if we totally analyze the sannyasa concept, finally we see it is renunciation means not renunciation of the word or objects, anything. It is renouncing the ego, which says, I am doer, I am enjoyer, I know. Knower, enjoyer, kartritva, bhoktritva, jnatritva, these three are the contents of ego. To reach the realm transcendental, beyond all this, to free oneself from the nature in its entirety, this doership, enjoyership, and knowership of this world has to be dissolved. The ego has to be given up. When ego is given up, extreme humility dawns. And that is the way the knowledge gets accumulated and gets converted into wisdom that leads to the further higher levels of consciousness. He comes back again to the world. A man achieves neither knowledge nor liberation as long as he has egotism. He comes back again and again to the world. The calf bellows, Amba, Amba. That's why that is I, Amba, Amba. Is myself. I, it is telling. That is why it suffers such agony. The butcher slaughters it, and the shoemaker makes shoe from its hide. Besides, the hide is being used for drum. When beaten mercilessly, still no end to its misery. No end to its misery. At last, a carding machine is made from its entrails. While carding the cotton, the machine makes a sound, tuhu, tuhu, that is thou, thou. Then the poor calf is released from all suffering. It no longer says Amba, Amba, but repeats tuhu, tuhu. The calf says, as it were, O God, thou art the doer, I am nothing. Thou art the operator, and I am the machine. Thou art everything. How that knowledge dawns, you see. And what a beautiful example. From the outermost skin to the innermost, the entrails, the inner digestive system, the innermost intestines, they are taken always, we call it catgut, from cat, the entrails, from the entrails, processing that, the strings are taken, which are used in the operations for stitching the, now modernity is there, otherwise throughout it is being, even in violins, Western guitars especially, the entrails of the animals, goats' entrails are used as a string. And for carding cotton also, it never breaks. Any amount of weight you can put on that. Ordinary skin also gives way if you put, but entrails will have, in earlier days, even the shuttlecock racket which you use for playing, the strings used to be catgut. In our early college days and all, now nylon and all they use. But when before the nylon and plastic came into picture, all these were animal entrails, very strong, but did not break. And that string is used for carding the cotton. It was very common in India in 1950s, 60s and all. Almost every house, the carding people will go tie their bow and card they will open the beds, cotton beds on which we sleep, and do the carding, and it just the cotton it spills into small fibers each time they pick and strike on it, and then whole thing again fresh cotton pieces, fibers. They again fill and keep. All the dust accumulated, everything goes away. Then finally, how it Amba begins, and after killing also, it is still making sound. Drums are beaten, shoes are made, nothing says tu, you, nothing says. Last, when entrails are made, and then strings are made and used for carding bow, then it is released. That is the main thing is, when does that I, the three important parts of ego, the doership, enjoyership, and knowership, kartritva, bhoktritva, jnatritva, these are to be dissolved. And then extreme humility. Humility brings love, awakens love and wisdom. Wisdom spontaneously appears in their intellect. Love flows from their heart freely with humility, and all love, wherever there is humility. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.